Episode 568 of the TV Dudes, recorded December 4th, 2025. The Red King.
This week, Patreon picks the show as John Paul requests The Red King on AMC+. It was a 6-episode season, so we watched it all.
And we had to learn about the true way.
Now, that's just for tourists, Nick.
Oh, that's right.
But before we dive into an island mystery, I'm Les.
And I'm Nick.
And we're the TV Dudes. And you know The Widow's Wail isn't all we watched this week.
Oh, no.
Say that 5 times fast.
To the Patreons! Over at patreon.com/tvdudes, you can pick up the shows we watch at, you can pick the shows we watch at the showrunner level, or just snag extra episodes each week as we review movies and such. This week, we talk about Osiris, a surprise sci-fi gem on streaming right now.
Yes, go find out why you should be watching Osiris right now. And now, to the Diaries.
To Diaries.
The Diaries of the Television Dudes. Brought to you by only the finest cocaine wine.
I finished out All Her Fault, and I think you did as well. We had not actually discussed the.
Did we talk about the finale of it?
No, we didn't talk about the actual finale of it, I don't think. It feels like I've been watching it. It's always been Wickersham. I feel like I've been watching All Her Fault for a long, long time. But yeah, so we wrapped all that up.
Good, just great ending twist.
It swings for a soap opera. Yeah. I thought, spoilers for All Her Fault, it's a fun show. You should go watch it. It's all out right now on Peacock. At the end of it, it takes this swing of Sarah Snook realizing that she has to kill her husband.
Mm-hmm.
And it broke Fanny off the show. Like when it ended up being Carrie's actual kid and everything, like I could just see like Fanny's eyes roll back in her head, and like I can't do it. And for me, it made the show. It kicked it into soap opera like it was. It's been a great baseball game and then a grand slam, kind of like.
So like, yeah, it's like Malignant. Like, does the twist make sense at the end of it? Not really,
no, but I've been furious at this movie if it hadn't done it. Yes. Yeah, no. It doesn't just take a big swing. It covers its eyes and like moves like a kid at a birthday party with a piñata.
Yeah, just
everybody gets whacked.
Wailing at it.
Yeah.
Michael Pena, very good. I feel like.
Oh, Pena's the champ of that. I would watch his Columbo.
Underrated actor.
Yeah, absolutely. Also, I went and saw Gremlins in the theater right after Thanksgiving.
That's right.
And that was a blast. If you've not seen Gremlins in a while, it's weirder than you remember. That, man, Cruella is less mean to dogs than the crazy woman that hates his dog in Gremlins. Holy shit.
No, that fucking... Man. Like Wicked Witch of the West style, that woman is after his dog.
In a bank, like drool, like wipe the drool off your chin, talking about murdering a dog. Like she's so ready to kill a dog. Like holy fuck, man. But yeah, Gremlins is just nuts. Also in a theater with people who hadn't seen it, it was hilarious. There were at least a few people in there that had not seen it before, because when Phoebe Cates explains why she hates Christmas, it was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Also, Fanny had never seen Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, so we watched that. We're going to talk about Osiris over on Patreon, which that was something that I guarantee, if you're listening to my voice, the algorithm also thinks that you want to watch Osiris and has been showing you this thumbnail, and we're telling you it's worth it. And go find out why over on Patreon. And then I'd say probably the two shows besides our dessert that I watched this week and most enjoyed was I watched the very first episode of The Nick,
right,
which is not a show about you. I was misled.
Well, that's The Nick. I'm a Nick.
You're
I'm
a
not
Nick.
The Nick.
Right. It's like Groundhog's Day. It said I was a god, not the god. The Nick is Steven Soderbergh and Clive Owen. It's about like early 1900s Knickerbocker Hospital in New York, and it is a Gangsta New York era type, like the ambulances are just dudes with billy clubs fighting each other to take corpse, like the bodies are mine, motherfucker, or I'm taking you too. Like look, you can give us those bodies, or we can all go to the hospital. And like it's insane. And Clive Owen is from hell level strung out, and it's a teaching hospital where like what you're really learning is from like, well, that went horribly wrong. Hope you all learned something. Like they're trying to learn, like develop how to do C-sections.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the early ones of those didn't go well.
Oh yeah, pioneer on that
Just
fucking.
holy shit, man. Yeah, that first episode was dark. I mean, we watched The Pit recently. I've watched a ton of Grey's Anatomy. Like, I've watched a bunch of like medical shows, and this isn't medicine. Like,
This
is the early edge of medicine. Somebody says offhand, we've learned more in the last 5 years about the human body than we learned in the previous 500.
right.
And they're not lying. That's dead true.
Right.
No one morally would allow you to cut a body open before.
Right.
Like, you got...
And it's cool, like, they think they're, like, oh, man, we're on the cutting edge,
Yeah,
and
we're
it's like...
we basically got it figured out.
And like, man, you don't know fucking shit.
No, man, you're just watching them like, I don't know, fuck it, slice in there. It's like at the end of Death by Lightning when the guy's like, I'm just gonna lick my finger and go in here to get this bullet. Like,
You're one step above witchcraft. Like,
yeah, like you just because you made a weird metal leech that you patented, but that's still basically like bloodletting, dude. Yeah, absolutely insane. And then the other thing we watched, we talked about Stranger Things last week and how you forget how good the show is and you see it again and you're like, God damn, this is why I love this. Physical 100
is so good.
Why isn't everybody on Earth watching Physical 100 and now Physical Asia? Because, man, Physical Asia's rad.
Physical Asia rules.
It's fixed a couple of the like minor quibbles I had with Physical 100, which is 100
The 100
is a stupid number.
Yeah, that's
you got to start by immediately lopping off half your people, and then you got to lop half of them off again by
immediately starting them off on teams is cool.
Yes, and the other thing is that the first season was better than the second season of Physical 100 because they leaned heavier on. It felt like more team stuff that required like sexy Yama to do real strategizing and stuff. And then the second season was a little bit more like, I'm just stronger than you, get out of my way.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not as fun to me. This season, by making them immediately teams, there's immediately some people that you're like, well, you're not like you're an Olympian, but you're a sailor.
Yeah.
I'm not saying you can't run and aren't in shape.
Yeah.
Like running a boat is hard. Ship is hard, but also you're mostly team. Like you're mostly team sport. The badminton champion.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know. So far, it's
well, it reminds you once that other sports are way bigger in the
rest of the world
internationally
we
than
have like 3 sports.
Yeah. And so, but they got that Cirque du Soleil guy,
right? Well, and also you remember really quickly the weird hyper competitive temple of the body shit that's going on with these people.
Mm-hmm.
Like when they're like all doing handstands at the start and like,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot. If we lay out mats and dare any of you, it'll just snowball. Like you guys can't not do it.
Well, they were already weird and competitive with just being it's gonna weird be sounding, but just being Asian. There's a weird cultural thing of like,
oh, they're immediately like the Japanese are gonna be difficult.
Yeah,
like, Mongolia. Holy shit.
Oh sure, yeah. And I also like it's Mongolia.
It's not
like
China.
It's not China. It's Mongolia, which I was like, that's an interesting distinction. I wonder if there's.
I wonder what the split hair is here.
But also, there's I keep forgetting, like, oh right, Turkey is
Turkey
part of Turkey A, bitch.
Man, oil wrestler from Turkey. That dude is
fucking oily. That was immediately like, why is he covered in oil?
I was so happy when they said oil wrestling.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I was like, man, if that's just you,
I don't know.
That seems like an advantage, but also a condition that should disqualify you.
Also, I'm American. I really don't have a great sense of geography at all. Is Australia part of Asia?
It is technically not. It is Oceania. It's its own continent. Asia's a continent, and Australia's a continent. They are not Asian.
Okay, because I was going to say...
I Googled this like 8 times trying to come up with... I'm trying to get AI to just hallucinate to me that they are.
The Philippines is already kind of a in-between, if I'm like...
And I know like New Zealand's got mayor... Like it borders there, but... That's a lot of space between.
The Aussies showed up, and I looked over at you, and I was like, Les, are they talking about a different Australia?
And I know nationalities are arbitrary lines drawn in the dirt, and like I realize all this shit is arbitrary, but man, it changes the dynamic.
Well, they immediately show up and
the Aussies are different.
Well, they're different in a way that I feel like Western culture is different.
Well, we were discussing the like, if you're going to broaden it to the world, this is going to be a blast. Like, but then quickly realizing like, oh no, I think we'll ruin this.
Yeah,
like, I don't think there'll be this weird.
The Aussies show up and all but slam Foster cans on their head,
Right.
And
when like in season 1, there was a guy who straight up threw a game just because he actually wanted to like karate fight his idol
in an honor duel.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, no,
and, like, that's
no.
not what the game is. Y'all are supposed to be like doing keep away with a medicine ball.
No, and I feel like Americans would be like, no, fuck that, we're winning the game.
Right,
And
and that's not wrong, but it's just a different attitude. And I realized quickly that like, oh, there's a delicate specialness. That's the reason I watch this competition show and not other competition shows.
Mm-hmm.
And it might be my people.
Well, yes, yeah, no, I feel like there's a distinction of like, because the Aussies immediately like, no one wants this when everyone leaves them alone on the first challenge.
Yeah.
Like, you don't want this bitch, and like, okay.
All right. Y'all need to chill. So yeah, it's definitely different. Also, when they first announced like, oh, it's physical Asia, like, because the lack of Asian representation was the issue with Physical 100.
No, this is
obviously.
just
and then it clicked like, oh god, no.
Open it up.
Other than a couple of people who were like Japanese but lived in Korea.
But they lived in
Chinese
Korea, yeah.
They are all of Physical 100 has always been Korean citizens.
Yeah.
Or people
there was a
living
white
there.
guy on the first season, but he
again,
lived in Korea.
Yeah. And I don't think I really realized the homogeny of that until this season.
Yeah.
Because all of these teams are wildly different than I didn't realize that there was a sameness among the attitudes of the teams in the previous seasons.
Because
they're different from within that bubble.
Because yeah, there's so many of them in the first season. There's a bunch of like influencers and bodybuilders and CrossFit.
Right.
Now there's a wide range of
there's like a CrossFit dude. Boom.
Yeah. There's a what do you call
like
it?
2 wrestlers and
but
like
they're even those 2 wrestlings are different types of wrestling.
Yeah, they're different types. And like one of the guys of the two guy wrestlers that are different types, one of them's like, so I went and tried to learn his wrestling.
It's really hard.
It's really hard.
Even in the martial arts, there's a judo guy and there's a karate guy. Yeah. And so it's really cool. It's diverse. We only watched like the first 2, I think, with it's just like a King of the Hill, like.
Which ran into a bunch of sudden deaths.
Territory conquest that had immediately what I loved about Physical 100, which is just like the insidious strategy.
Yes. The when the bus move they do.
The bus move, which is headed by Pacquiao. Fucking Pacquiao, because I was like, oh shit. Because he's fucking from
is he Philippines?
I think he's from Philippines, yeah. And because he's on the Filipino team, I was gonna think because they also have Thailand there.
Yeah.
There's Thailand, Philippines, Turkey, like fucking great representation. The interlocking that South Korea did in the beginning.
Yep.
But then Japan fucks them because they basically self-eliminate till it's down to the 2 women, and they know their woman is a fucking wrestler.
When everybody realizes in the second round that I think it's Japan had immediately put a person not involved but who's running around yelling to and like no other team thought to have a spotter basically
because that way they can tell you how much time is left and you're not looking at
they're watching the clock. They can watch behind you because you're grappling hard with also
that was Turkey end, I think,
when people just kept locking up like
because she snuck in behind at the last second and won that damn it,
dude. Some people dove in and rolled on like Indiana Jones getting out under that door.
Yeah, it was great stuff.
Grab your hat and get on this fucking...
So we actually like fucking great television.
Yeah. Check out Physical 100 if you're... Or Physical Asia now.
Love it.
Not seen these. They're amazing. What all did you watch this week?
I pretty much watched the same as you, although I did watch... we did watch some Boston Blue.
That's right.
Because we were...
That's right.
Facebook's showing me some Blue Bloods again.
Michael Burnham from Star Trek Disco.
So that one ended stronger than it started, but it started like a black sidekick, like
Man, it seriously started like the SNL bit of the trailer for Unstoppable. Like, is this a send up? Like, is this a college humor?
it's a bit.
Yeah.
But also it does evolve into Blue Buds with the family dinner
Yes.
and
Ernie Hudson.
the absolutely wrong lesson we're taking from surveillance state thing.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Well, I can't really tell. Like, these shows are entertaining for constantly going, oh, yeah, well, wait, you took what lesson?
Right,
Like,
right.
just being completely blindsided every time. Like, Mad Men used to do it. There'd be a moment in the first season of Mad Men, every episode, where the kids would do something and the parent would say, like, the opposite of any reasonable parenting.
Right.
Like, you know,
It's like,
if
oh,
I
yeah.
see the dry cleaning that was in that plastic bag on the floor, young man, and the kid runs past it, dry cleaning bag completely over him. Like, the things that we grew up with stamped, do not play, not a toy, you will die. Yeah. So, like, every episode, this is, I get the feeling Boston Blue is going to be just like Boston Legal, or just like Blue Bloods is going to be like, I'm sorry, your takeaway from that was what?
Yeah, otherwise I kept up on Mighty Nine, Creep Tapes. I also watched the Rat movie on The Witcher, like that just did.
Oh, yeah.
I realized something. I watched like a lot of The Witcher, even though I skipped around season 4, because I'm like, man, I actually like this world, but The Witcher is just not a good show that I can't recommend to anyone. Like that, the fight scenes are really, really still solid. They're really good. And I realized that they made a whole movie about the rats that are a bunch of characters that do something fucking stupid at the end of season 4.
Like, they did this movie in the wrong order, guys.
And I was like, oh, great. So now I'm supposed to care about them? This is weird. Also, Dolph Lundgren immediately has more of a character than Liam Hemsworth of like, oh, he's an old washed up Witcher. That actually was part of a story in the earlier seasons of like, hey, so there was a Witcher that ran out on a job and took all the coin, and Geralt basically had to pick up the slack for that Witcher because of the damage to his guild's reputation, and this is that guy. So I was like, oh, cool, like that's the fucking one that ran off with a thing, and like, so he's a kind of a washed up, you know, he's got to get back into shape, so he has a whole training montage that is right out of fucking Rocky, just like Ivan Drago in a fantasy world.
Okay.
But yeah, they do a job that's obviously too big for them, and it's personal. It's a revenge mission as well. There's nothing really that is so superfluous and unnecessary for the Witcher franchise, and I think they thought the rats maybe the rats are a bigger deal in the books or whatnot, like the crows and
in Shadow and Bone,
and stuff. Like, yeah. I'm not really sure. To me, the rats don't reach it's not like they're bad characters. Like they're neat, but you can tell that they're a vehicle for Ciri, the actual new main character.
I would think a thing you'd do a spinoff of is one that had gotten big enough that like I would have at least heard their name mentioned in the, you know, the amount that The Witcher's pushed fully into pop culture and that I know anything about it.
Well, the other movie, like the animated movie and the other prequel movie that they did were about other Witchers.
Okay.
Like just other Witchers in the fucking lore and canon.
And the only other thing I know is the coin toss kid. Yeah.
So like, I guess you can count this one because it actually has a Dolph Lundgren as a Witcher, but yeah. But yeah, that was it for me.
Well, then that'll kind of bring us over to our dessert for the week. As always, until it's done, Pluribus!
Pluribus! The Pluribus is leaving the station on this one.
So this week, the episode's called HDP. Ep 6 of 9. They've already got season 2.
Uh-huh.
So last week we ended on Carol
finding something in that refrigerated warehouse.
Shocked face.
And
oh
we were
God,
like,
what could it be?
What could it be? I'm like, well, I mean, it's not exactly
people. It's people, right?
It's got to be people. Like,
so it's people, but somehow not their way of like politely and efficiently and like, we're sorry it came off as creepy, we're trying to be helpful. Is it play here as well? Because when she unbags that, at first I thought they're growing some kind of mushroom thing or something, but like, no, they're butterball turkey wrapped pieces of humans, because that's how you'd store a mass
Well, I was hoping that maybe it was how they remained connected, that they needed parts of the human psyche. And
Yeah,
no,
same. Nope. It's that literally.
if you grabbed one and starved them of that, they would just starve.
Yeah, because as they put it, like, we didn't realize this, but it's not that they can't kill animals. They can't kill plants.
All forms of life are sacred to us, Carol, and that means plant life.
And like, oh my God, the world really is a like blanket, more peaceable place. But also, that's the shiny way to put that you have made a completely helpless, cannot fight back race.
Yeah.
So like when an alien race lands and punches everybody on Earth in the face, none of us punch back.
No, so this leads me to my theory of like this is the first wave of an actual invasion, because like you don't even need to know that they're a slave race.
Right.
They can just hang out for a couple years, because one, there's too many of them.
Mm-hmm.
Their system actually can't sustain.
No.
Like there's a bunch of
by making the planet like this, you've actually made it so that we can't stay alive.
so how, like, it doesn't quite make sense, but it does make sense if another race comes down and you are now a sub race, and they can cull you to the amount that they want.
Right. Well, we just watched Osiris with, farming the planet.
Yeah,
And like,
this still needs someone to make the decisions. So another,
right.
yeah, like
So Carol thinks that she's discovered the Soylent Green, and she has, but also they can't lie to you. So she immediately decides she can't prove that they've ever delivered any of her messages because no one's replied back.
right.
And so she thinks, well, even if they did, there's the biological imperative at play. Maybe they won't translate this one. And she decides to go to Vegas, where that dude just loosely said he was going.
Right.
And he's still in Vegas. His whole fake James Bond thing, like the moments where they show that he knows they're play acting. Hey, stay in character, man.
Yeah.
And like,
Well,
it's still going with like
that they're all that even down that hallway walk where they're playing, he can't see them down there. Like, who are they doing that? Like,
but as soon as it's over, it's over. Takes the eye patch off, starts picking up the glass. Over. He's out of the room. And like, it's so weird when they unanimously in the hot tub, like, we have to leave right now. You're having a guest. And they all just get up and go. And like, it's still weird. Later on Paraguay, he's walking up a dark street, and to be nice,
they turn
the lights on, and like, that's horrifying.
Man, a whole race can't read the room here.
Man, when his mom walks up to him out of the shadow, that's some ever shit. Like, stop using my fucking mom.
Man, they can communicate across the globe instantaneously, but can't read a single fucking room. Like
no, seriously. But Carol finds dude in Vegas and thinks that she's gonna bombshell him with this.
And like, is this about them eating people?
Again, I love that just shorts Carol out. And like, then they cut to the video of, "Hi Carol, we are John Cena."
Well, so
I about died.
So,
dude.
Hi Carol. So like,
John Cena makes a good point. That is not John Cena.
So we can't actually even pick a apple off of a tree. I mean, if it falls off its own accord, we'll eat it, and gratefully.
Like, God, Cena delivers it perfectly, man. It's
and we collect all of these through Windfall. Also, pre-processed foods.
Also, realize when he says at the end of like, of course we'll continue. We will never serve you HTP in anything
unless you want to, which we feel
you probably won't. Like, but the like, of course we will continue to hold back the most, like the best Windfall and like
freshest produce for you.
And it, we started talking that they admit the human race is going to starve to death in like 10 years or something like that. Like this is not, even with HTP, this is not sustainable.
No, it doesn't. It can't. The math doesn't add up on it.
And so they're trying to come up with other solutions.
Well, the humans are trying to come up with other solutions.
Right.
We're like, I think they already have a solution that they just aren't. So they can't lie, but that doesn't mean they have to volunteer information to you. You have to ask. About it.
Like, because he says like, well, we got him to admit that the human race is going to starve to death when we press them on it.
Yeah.
But I would bet if you press them on it, their plan is that the human race will starve down to a sustainable number.
Right, but
and the remaining number will eat frozen like if we get down to 1 billion, that leaves
Mhm.
whatever, several billion frozen to eat, right?
Mhm.
So like, I worry that they have a solution. It's just horrifying
Right.
because it involves because like we started talking, it's not like they will let tiers of people starve, or like groups of people aren't going to starve down. It's not like when the world runs out of food, some people will die and the rest will have enough food. The world in their world is going to evenly run out of food.
Mhm.
Everyone's
Yeah.
going, so that at some point there will be enough food to feed part of the people, but we're all going to run a caloric deficit
Yeah.
instead. Like instead, if there's, I don't know, in the whatever Trapped movie or whatever, where like there's a couple of adults and a kid, like and then like everybody takes their rations on the lifeboat and gives it to the one person. They'll never do that. They can't choose.
Yeah.
They'll each only eat a portion of a ration,
Yes.
and they'll all die.
No, there's a real problem with this. The hive mind is not what's fucked up about it is that like so they keep set like the races keep sending the signal through space. I'm assuming, unless I highly doubt this is the first time a race has been hit with this signal. It's just
we just threw it out there like a hacker worm.
Like,
it's not targeted. It's just
no, this is the latest one. Just bounced it to us. So like, but they lived long enough to make a satellite dish the size of fucking Africa or whatever.
Right.
So there must be a way to figure this out. It's just they don't want to tell you about it. I was also like, oh, I'm assuming they can't kill themselves. They can't hurt Carol and other forms of life. If they choose,
no, if they need to attrition, like if 1 billion people need to die so that the rest can live,
because technically they're all still in it.
Yeah.
Even if they die, they're still in there.
That's the thing is, like, I started, like, in the second or third episode, it clicked of, like, what are the chances that they consider someone died? Like, that's fine. They died joined, so they're still here.
Yeah.
Yeah. And, like, oh, man, y'all count the database as being alive.
Yeah, and,
so like, dude knowing about it was great, and the John Cena thing was great.
Well, he's super excited, and he's even extra excited, because I was like, man, what kind of douchebag is fine with this, even though he knows it's all fake? He has, oh man, it's great, I'm friends with John Cena, but no, you're not. You're friends with a very needy alien hive mind
that has all of the memories of John Cena if you want it to talk about them.
Yeah, and I get that if you squint and you don't pay attention, you can trick yourself for a minute, but like,
but when you see it drop, when they're like giggling and then suddenly you have a visitor, how do you ever come back from having seen that? I don't know how he...
Hey, Lakshma, how do you feel about your kid eating humans?
Right, seriously.
Your kid eats people now.
Your kid eats fucking people, man.
Well, she makes them make chicken fingers for him. Remember?
Right. That's right.
So he doesn't eat people as long as it does not affect them.
There's a bunch of little things that she's doing. There are.
Oh, fucking, and so for me, I'm in Carol's boat of. I thought the Soylent Green of it all would break these 11 people, but then again, I didn't need the Soylent Green to know that this was fucked up.
Right.
There is no
line in the sand for.
There is no line in the sand here.
Yeah. And so then we also, this episode we get. I love the countdown and count past.
Yes, Paraguay.
Because we roll it back, and so 2 days ago, Paraguay is still down there. I love that they translated them and put it on a format they knew he had.
Mm-hmm.
So it's on a VHS and it's translated. Because she sent him like SanDiscs, like
make
SD
copies of this, yeah.
And the moment that's the first time he realizes there's 12 of them total on the planet.
No, he's so far behind. The only thing he can contribute...
He doesn't know that it's safe to go outside, that he won't be attacked by zombies and converted.
So he, because he's so defensive, which technically should be the smart thing to do.
But it actually makes him the dumbest of the survivors now.
He's so far behind, and he's going to starve there.
Right.
Before
he's scared that they're going to get him through. He doesn't know and doesn't believe them that...
which is why,
they can't convert him.
In order to solve any problem or to explore anything, it involves a certain amount of risk. And so if you are risk averse, you will actually have a hard time learning anything.
Mm-hmm. And so when Carol finally just
it's a problem from. So from they have a problem learning stuff because every time they learn something, it involved a bunch of people dying to learn it.
There's no way to test. Yeah. So when Carol gives him a few first steps, he then goes to his house, packs his shit,
Mm-hmm.
Because like I love that he's still not on board with like this isn't. He's the opposite of the Vegas dude. This isn't the world. It's not all mine. It's all still going to go back the way it was, and I better not do anything. Taking my shit.
Yeah, that's right. Because there's the two ways you're gonna handle this. Like you're gonna handle it like hopefully you're gonna treat the world like it's gonna come back, or you're gonna treat the world like it never is gonna. Him fucking all those women is like they're never gonna come back and remember.
Carol's kind of in between of like I'm counting it as the world going back, but I can commandeer vehicles and shit because it is emergency situation.
I think the show does not think what's his name, Mr. Dieptra. I don't think the show thinks he's as gross as I think he is.
No, that the Frenchman is kind of gross, dude.
Because like, well, they've never like, I've never done anything that they said I couldn't do. Like, no, they can't say
can't
no. That's
refuse.
not. That's not
pleasers.
consent.
It's terminal people pleasing.
Yeah,
like
they can't say no. They were about to give Carol a fucking nuclear bomb.
They will definitely give you a beach.
Like, that's not
like. Oh man, when he stands up from the table and like anyone else. And like two other women go with him, and the two guys behind the eye patch are like raise their hand, like, next time.
Yeah.
And like, oh, you gross dude.
No, he's gonna fuck the planet.
He is absolutely gonna give the entire world fucking hepatitis or something. Herpes. So Paraguay, like packing for a road trip was great. I immediately knew what he was doing.
Oh yeah.
Like that's great. And also, so the last thing to talk about, he finds the other new piece of information. Like when he and Carol meet, they're going to be the only two people that are gathering info and using it, really.
Yeah.
Because he's found in his meticulous assholery.
The only thing he can contribute is this signal.
But there is something on the planet still broadcasting, and it's not another dude going, hey, is there another person out there?
Yeah, I don't know what that is. Like it's got to be a radio wave.
It either is the world or it's something the world is pointedly ignoring.
Mm-hmm.
So in my head, it is either another signal that they're using to communicate or something like that.
They don't need it though.
They don't need it.
Yeah.
Or it is something that they cannot hear, like something they are studiously avoiding.
Or it's a communication from. Interstellar communication,
right. Or he's found the next thing.
Yeah,
and this is either this is the second wave, or this is another alien race that's like beaming right behind the first one, going, all right, we know what just hit your planet. Here's how you fix it.
Yeah, to me, this only really makes sense if there's an invasion force, because then, if there's an invasion force, then you can build a.
I just don't believe that anything. Whether this is benevolent tech or not, who gave it to us without checking up?
Yeah. The hive mind did.
Right.
Like I can see the logic of once the hive mind was created on one planet, it just thinks that's the good thing to do.
Is this how we connect to the other hive minds on other planets?
Sure.
Like the signal.
Yeah. And we need to.
Because why isn't Earth connected to wherever this came from?
Because we don't have a way to send back. They can send to us, but we can't send back.
Yup.
So, no. Okay. So that gives us another clock, which is why they're also not worried about why they're not sweating the 10-year
really
thing.
Sweating, starving to death. Yeah. Yeah. But also, if we send back, do they fall in love with Carol?
This might get
like, is this the no humans aren't like my one of my favorite sci-fi prompts of like no other alien races don't come here because our thought pattern is a virus and you can't have contact with humans and ever come back home.
Sure.
Like we make you illogical and crazy.
Yeah, that leads us to our thing. They can't. So it's weird, but Frenchman thinks that they are immune forever because they can't.
Well, because they have figured out how to do it. There may not be 12 of y'all very much longer.
Yeah,
because they have figured out how to do it.
Yeah, I would assume that there's already one of them already wanted to.
Yeah, Lakshmi's already in.
Jumped.
The girl who wants in with her aunt and mom.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They found out a way to do it like yesterday, and it involves stem cells though, and to harvest those is an invasive.
They need bone marrow. Yeah,
and it's invasive and would cause harm, which is the only reason they aren't doing, because that means they need consent for you to do it.
Otherwise, they'd have jumped Carol already.
Right. No, it's a weird...
It's got to be disturbing to realize that they solved it yesterday and you wouldn't have known if it...
Nope. Like, you technically almost basically ran out of time if it wasn't for this, like, loophole.
Without even knowing it. Yeah.
Like, and so, yeah, he's like, yeah, I'm good. You know, at this time, I don't want to...
I politely refuse.
So Frenchman is going to fucking string along the world until he dies, basically.
Absolutely. And I love Carol leaving messages and then putting it on the Welcome Carol sign at the Westwood. Like, but yeah, when she asked, so we heard it earlier. She says, well, no. In Spain, they said they were vegetarians. And he says, no, I asked John Cena about that. He said, technically what they said was they would prefer to be vegetarians. Like, great. All the lawyers are in the brain. Cool.
Awesome.
So when she asks, can you, I withdraw my consent. You may not harvest stem cells from me. Repeat that back. And they say, we will not harvest stem cells from your body. And I feel like that clause at the end.
The only thing I'd be worried about is that if they surreptitiously did that to some of them, but not all of the survivors, it might trigger the other survivors to never consent to it. Like if it might be a like, we actually have Lakshmi's frozen eggs or whatever.
I was thinking, like, if her and Helen ever froze eggs, if she ever froze eggs with Helen and Helen knows where they are.
Yeah. Which I can only assume is if they are there, they're waiting for the drop of, we've been debating whether or not to just infect you, because it would send the wrong signal to the rest of the surviving people that we want, because we need their consent. There's no frozen eggs for Frenchmen.
Right.
He doesn't have anything. So, but if we infect you without your consent, it might dissuade him from. So, and we need all of you. Like, might be a weird all or nothing. I'm not sure.
If Frenchman gets one of them pregnant, does the ensuing child have the similar enough stem cells?
So now I'm thinking, because it can't be genetic, because all the 12 people on Earth are random. So it's just a random... out
of the whole planet, there's about a dozen of you.
A random nucleotide mutation in their DNA. So if they start breeding again, people will be born that are disconnected from the hive mind. Not a lot.
But yes,
but every once in a while,
one of those like if you're super straight and hate gay people, you know where they're coming from, right? Straight people having babies, like it's that, like, hey, you know where the disconnected people are coming from. Well, y'all keep fucking.
Yeah, which also, like, how do they decide who fucks? Like, that's so weird.
Well, they can't.
I mean, not right now. That's on hold. Like,
right. Oh my god,
they don't have to worry about that yet. That's a later problem. But also, that means that a baby will be born eventually that is disconnected from the hive mind, that they won't be able to get consent from because it's a fucking baby. So they have to wait until it's old enough to talk. And then what do you do? Like, when it's old enough to string words together, is that basically consent? Because he doesn't understand what it is. Like...
Right, man. There's so many arbitrary decisions, and I don't know which ones they can make.
I don't know. They seem pretty bad at all of them. Right, decision making in general, because they're like, we also don't want to. If we were left to our own druthers, John Cena would say.
Yeah, like
left to our own druthers, would we consume HDP? No.
Yeah.
And
most cultures have had something to get apothophagy or whatever the fuck the technical term is for cannibalism.
Anthropophagy or whatever, like, which is a way to slow walk cannibalism.
Right. I could just see actual Cena would be up there going, do I want to eat long pig? Fuck no. Yeah, I continue to love this show. We got 3 more this season, and I don't know where we stop. This has been a blast. I love every step of this so far.
How many episodes? 9?
9.
Fuck.
There's 9 times. There's 3 more.
Yeah, and then a whole second season. I think you could solve this, disconnect everyone from the hive mind, and still do a season 2.
Absolutely.
What's the fallout from this?
Cleaning up, and the amount of people fucking... So, like, season 2 is the whole world hates Carol.
Sure.
Because, like, most of the world is not going to be happy with, like...
I like to think that at least half the world is so good with their individuality Like, there's going to be people like Paraguy's mom that is going to come out and go, that was awful.
Right. But there's also the, they all seem so content and happy. What's the dopamine hit and then the cliff? Like, are they all, can your brain let go of this?
Watch Suicides go fucking,
Dude, like... The loneliness epidemic after this, will be unreal. Yeah, I can't wait. All right,
and now to
the Red King.
The Red King.
A child has gone missing.
He disappeared a year ago.
You know, someone like her, she wouldn't choose to come somewhere like this.
It's a punishment posting.
There is something wrong here. Sanctuary's not a good place. Can't stop her asking questions.
Shut her down!
This is a murder investigation.
The body hasn't been identified yet.
Do you know something? Something you don't want me to know?
Our Patreon show this week, JPV picked this one, and made sure we had AMC Plus. Make sure you have AMC Plus.
Mm-hmm.
There are a slew of weird Wicker Man-y crime shows trying to Yellow Jackets their way into your living room right now.
Yellow Jackets.
And it's hard to figure out which ones are worth watching, which ones are going to peter out. You know, I did not have Red King on my radar, and I really enjoyed this. I got interrupted midway through the second episode, and
many shows have tried this, but there's only one true way.
Right. I fell off about midway through the second episode, and then didn't get back into it. It's not like it was a show that was like burning through my brain, but I enjoyed it the whole way, and it kept doling out a little bit of a new fun thing. At 6 episodes, it's a good run. Yeah, I would recommend going to watch The Red King. I think you'll know within an episode if you dig its weird Summer Isle-ness.
I was a little bit more up and down. I thought it started strong, and then I was getting a little like tired in the middle, but I did finish it out just because I was curious exactly. Once you get into a mystery show, you at least got to skip to the end and figure out who did it.
At the end of the 4th episode, I think she realizes that at least one of the corpses is not anything to do with the true way and is a misdirect. And like, okay, that's cool. And then, like I think at the end of the 5th, we a little bit further, like it doled out pretty well. Some of the episodes, I think the episode length was a little long. Like I kept finding myself wondering where I was occasionally like in the middle of an episode, but then we'd arc back up and we'd solve it in the last 15 kind of vibe. So The Red King is a 2024 British crime drama television series consisting of 6 episodes, which aired on Alibi, which is a thing that things air on, I guess. From 24 April to 29 May. Was created and written by Toby Whithouse, directed by Daniel O'Hara and Lisa Clark. So the premise is, after informing on fellow police officers for assaulting an alleged rapist, Grace Narayan is posted as a sergeant to the small Welsh island of St. Jory, where she begins investigating the disappearance of a local boy named Kai. Along the way, Grace uncovers local secrets and suspects and the involvement of a pagan cult named the True Way, which islanders claim is just for tourists.
I believe, that's what I was just going to say.
That's just the True Way is just for tourists, man. Somebody told her that.
Grace is an interesting character that is immediately, I want to say unlikable, not to an audience, but people do not like her. Man, basically immediately.
How does Winter put it later? Like, it's cool that you have such a weird boner for the law, but I don't want you to wake up alone someday and realize that the law's just not that into you.
That was a great quote, because I was like,
that's Grace in a nutshell, man. The law's not that into her, but like, there's either sanity or like it's cats and dogs living together, man. Like, this isn't Nom, Smokey. There are fucking rules.
Yeah.
And we find out that that's because she grew up with a bipolar mom who would occasionally not take her lithium.
So we were talking about all her faults with Michael Pena. So this is the polar opposite of Michael, like not the polar opposite. Like a corrupt cop would be the polar opposite. Michael Pena's in the middle.
Right.
This is the lawful good, and how like lawful good sometimes comes off as evil.
Right. Because like later on, man, the True Way people that are about to fucking execute a dude make a good point of like, hey, so can you in any way tell me
guarantee
that man who we are looking at the letters from the 13-year-old describing the sex with him, can you tell me that dude's not going to get off in court? And like, no, absolutely not.
I'm like, well, they'll get him probably for Griffith's murder, but that might be self-defense or heat of the moment, so he might be second degree. I can't guarantee you he'll spend the rest of his life in jail.
It stops her of like, shit, I really can't promise you won't even that he'll get the bare minimum punishment. I no, you're right, I can't. And like, okay, cool, you get how that's not satisfying. Is like, no one we all just expect this to go wrong at this point, and that's fucked up.
Right.
It kind of reminded me of Money Monster of like, hey, if we all just move on from the glitch, like if that's just acceptable, then all of this is busted.
Right.
But at the start of this, so you talked about like they can all start. This show just drops in. Like, we don't know who this woman is. We don't know what's going on at all. She is a cop who shuts her locker, and it says Grace is a rat on it in like 3 different graffitis. And then she goes and picks the cardboard box of her shit up like it's an 80s layoff. And is walking out of like,
she takes her potted plant with her. I don't think she has one.
It is like, I very rarely have gone from I don't know what's going on to I know everything that's going on so fast.
The shorthand for this was so impressive in the first episode. I think that's why it was annoying that like it started to slow walk everything else.
Well, once she gets to the island, then it gets like
right.
Well, when you get to the island, you start having moments like so cool. We're boxed up in the town hall having hot cocos and beers while the storm rages. How long does the storm last? I don't know. Last year ran about a week.
Jesus. I'm not staying in here a week with you fucking people.
She's like, unacceptable. I'm walking over to that house and getting the thing I need. Like, what the fuck? Are you, I thought you meant like an hour. Yeah. So yeah, the show starts so fast and then it ends up on island time in a Welsh sense.
Right. Yeah.
Which also, man, Welsh feels like a language invented to cheat at Scrabble. Sometimes they would speak Welsh and the subtitles would pick it up, and it's awesome. It's like you just tossed a handful of letters to the gods.
Oh, man.
I love it. I love occasionally seeing a language that uses the same alphabet but bears no phonetic, like police, and then above it is a word that doesn't. It's not like it's policia. It's not like it looks close to police. It's like holda. Or something. It's completely different. Love it.
I do like that of like,
I love whales.
Why did God make whales? So, like, God made whales because he was losing a Scrabble game.
Seriously.
It's like, wait, that's not a name. Nope, just those guys just made it up.
Geography.
God damn it.
God's way of teaching God's way of teaching Americans geography.
Yeah, and the island is full of basically they're weirdos. But it's hard to tell if they're culty, like, religious weirdos, that like Wicker Man style, or if these are people that spend their entire lives on an island and see the same fucking 20 people day in and day out for the rest of their lives.
Well, the storm starts, and within 2 days, everyone on the island is wearing a mask all the time for everything. Like, in a way that for a minute, because Grace isn't feeling good, like she's like been awake for about a day and a half at this point, I thought for a minute she was hallucinating people in masks, and then I realized that no,
nope.
In the background they aren't doing the thing where you see him in a later shot without the mask, and she asks the island mayor, basically Heather, she asks her like, what is with everyone wearing masks, and like, oh well, when the storm cuts us off from the mainland, one of the fun facts about St. Jory is that it gets weird, and she's like, it's been 2 days, like 2 days, man. And she's like, her follow-up explanation is, yeah, so part of the island is also most like morons. Like you're never sure how much of this is for the tourists, how much of it is these are bored people who don't have a lot going on except cosplay and weird shit.
Well, they bust up a drinking party with teenagers that just are partying in a house that's so loud no one's called them. They just prowl by.
Loud.
And they don't like scatter when cops show up.
Right.
And it's like it reminds
you and I had that moment of like, yeah, it's the animals that
it's like the birds on an island that have no natural predators that just like you can walk up to and bonk on the head. Like oh okay.
No, we watch this cop walks into this room and we're like, So we'd have been bailing out windows like
Yeah.
hid in a linen closet, like
In a way that no one had to explain to us. It was instinctual.
right, scatter like roaches when the lights come on.
Like, "Cha-cha!"
Yeah,
Like that was the point of just not being the slowest, like however many cops there were kids. Like
it's the you and the bear. Like, I don't have to be faster than the bear. I have to be faster.
there's
than
two
you.
cops. We have to be faster than two kids.
Right.
Like,
Exactly. Like, I don't have to be faster than the cops. I got to be faster than my slow ass friends.
But she's basically getting the lowdown from the town when what's his name?
Owen? No.
the doctor.
Ian, the doctor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
From
It's from Hustle
and
and
some other
Doctor
stuff.
Who for a minute there. He's on a bunch of shit.
oh sure. He was Three Musketeers. He was the bad guy. in that.
Right. That's right. I like it.
And he comes up and basically he was caught the previous night. He's in the drunk tank basically. They only have
Right.
like the one cell, so they don't really have a drunk tank. But
Well, she goes like she's asking Owen like, so is there crime on the island? Not really. I mean, sometimes a cow or pig goes missing or whatever. Oh yeah, man. There's these two guys that get in fights, but they're brothers. They just get in fights with each other, so it's fine. And, like he basically is just there's not really any crime. And then in very quick succession, she is surprised by the man sleeping behind her in the cell that she did not know was there.
right,
Who is in the same room as where they're storing like their mace and shit.
right.
And she's like, well, that's great.
Mhm.
And so like, hey, Owen, so when I said, do we have like who's the town problem? This
The
is
town
what
drunk.
I meant.
Is
And like when I asked, is there a town city council that's a problem? Like that crazy rich lady would be what I meant by that. And then it'd be like, well, he's only the town drunk now for the last year or so since his son went missing. And like, wait, what?
it lends to my theory that small towns. It's not that small towns don't have crime. Small towns have crime that no one cares about, that no one worries about.
It has to get minimized for you to be there.
Yeah, because
For you to be safe, it's a conspiracy theory problem. Like for you to be safe, it has to be explainable and minimized.
like for people of like that believe that if you know everyone around you and you have and you're neighborly that will solve crime. Bullshit.
No, everybody's listened to enough crime podcasts at this point. My hometown had some fucked up crimes.
Yeah, and so that's horseshit right there. They're just cops are like lazier and people don't press charges on other things that they probably would if it was a stranger.
So we get this lady that grew up with a bipolar mom, and so she has like this tenacious, I must keep a grasp on what is right and logical. I don't joke. Nothing that could shake me. What if I feel crazy for a moment?
Well, we find out what she ratted about those two cops out for,
And one
of them was her fucking boyfriend. Holy shit!
Man, the moment when he goes, was it worth it? She goes, yeah.
Yeah, man.
I honestly, I don't think I ever loved Grace more than that moment in the entire show.
Well, the fact that like I thought we had something, and like I thought we had something too, and
Right.
like no, this is not over, and I regret it. This is over because you're a piece of shit.
Later, when Owen and Winter do something that breaks a law in order to help, like they think they're helping, and her first reaction is, "How has this happened to me again?"
Yes.
Like why do cops and honestly, I feel like if you were an honest cop, that would be the general feeling is like, I don't want a Serpico. Why is every day another one? Like, stop doing things in front of me, you fucking dicks.
Yeah.
like at some point you'd have to be like, really? Please stop. I can see that envelope.
Right. Like, just don't be be obvious
my
about
God,
it, man.
guys, you're trying to make I don't want to report you.
But yeah, the two cops she reports beat up a serial rapist or killer.
Serial rapist.
Yeah. Okay. And I think he did kill one of his.
They
victims
don't know
too.
they can't prove it's serial even. So
Right.
one didn't even go to trial. So
Mm-hmm.
Grace is right and wrong at the same. It's just Schrodinger's problem. Like, okay, we can be very, very pretty sure.
This one already didn't work once, so these two cops decided the
Yep.
second time around to just put this dude in a coma.
And they say he got off on a technicality, but we don't know what that technicality was.
No.
But either way, something happened where you could not beyond a reasonable doubt prove that this man did this, and I that sucks.
Yeah.
Like, because this is a fictional show, you don't know. that's not the crime in question in this show, really. Like,
Mm-hmm.
but either way, it's painful and it sucks, and it sucks about the law. But I
Right.
feel like Grace was dead right on that one.
Right. It's a weird line in the sand to draw that, like, oh shit.
But it shows how
but-
persnickety how
Right.
hard
showed-
on boner for the law.
But if we have to draw the line here so that we draw the line here, like, for everybody.
Right. Like, same as she explains later, like, you want him to, the rights you don't want to give him right now, you will want.
Yeah, we don't suspend justice if a guy's bad enough. That's an arbitrary thing. We can't do that.
Yeah.
And so the conspiracy style, like everyone being kind of sly and not really doing their job, like the being used to kind of like getting away with like the small town level of rule breaking,
Right.
just doesn't fly with Grace.
No, shit like the kids' party. Like she
brings those kids in.
They get the cop that lets nothing slide.
Mhm.
Like nothing. But then also they are she's exactly what they need and also not what they need, because they are so permissive. Like they are so like, oh, everybody knows each other, it's fine. That like,
right.
No, but at some point you guys will stop doing paperwork on everything. Like,
Yeah.
like,
And like when it's what leads to her predecessor, Griffith,
mhm.
the worst cop to basically ever cop. Like I
like a square block of cheese in a,
know it's like what I don't want to get too political on this, but it's basically Democrat rules of like, I was a cop for 30 years, that must mean I was a good cop.
Right.
Fuck you. What?
Right.
Like, the amount of time you do something does not fucking guarantee you're good at it. Like, especially being a cop. You see why, like, this whole, why Owen does the things the way he does is because he's always been this guy's right-hand man. And, why the search for Kai was fucking half-assed. And
so half-assed that you, for a huge portion of the show, you really can't figure out whether Griffith is the villain of the series or just a terrible cop or just a racist or a common, like, pick two of the three.
Well, they slowly start to unravel the mystery. And each time we get a little bit more. She watched a video on the true way.
In the Spanish flu.
Which immediately was like...
St. Jory and you.
Back in the 1950s, the Spanish flu introduced the true way.
That Chris and Carl.
Not like those heathens who practice Christianity.
I love they mentioned later that the true way views other religions not contemptuously, but with pity.
Yeah, they're beneath contempt.
That's hilarious. I thought that was a great touch. So she finds the tourist area.
She finds the body, like Ep 1,
Dude,
real
end of
early.
Ep 1, we find that kid,
and it's in a fucking it's not in the woods anywhere. It's in a stash house that should have been searched.
Oh my lord!
In any thorough search,
man. And Griffith throws Owen under the bus for that.
Yes, because he says it was his part of the island. It was not.
No, it was not.
No, fucking Griffith sucks. And so
he wasn't searching for that kid because
a big investigation comes to the island for an episode to basically rule that out. Like
and you can tell they have definitely been to that island a bunch of times before. Like, because they're comfortable there in a way that when she rolls onto the island, the show does this a lot where you can't tell what's conspiracy and what's just normal shittiness. It's the kind of the joke of the show. And you can't tell what's the island really keeping nefarious secrets and what's the island just closing ranks around outsider.
Yeah.
And so when the pathologists land, like the forensics lady with her team, so they seem like they're from the mainland and should like Grace. They should be, oh, thank God there's some other cops here. And instead they roll up and are like, oh yeah, no, man, we come to this weird ass island every once in a while, and we're definitely getting the fuck out of here before that stupid storm.
Yeah, fuck, we're not, man. You got us for a limited amount of time. We're not being stuck here.
Yeah, we're out. But it's also a very like they seem immediately more comfortable. Like the whole town doesn't close ranks out. They push them out.
Yeah, they and you realize later why. Like there's a.
That's why I think that if there's a season 2, I think that pathologist comes back and has something to do, because they mentioned at the end like. infiltration in the ranks and embarrassment and stuff.
Right. The island needs a particular style of
Policing.
yeah.
Which they really do. Of like, no, if you let these people be unattended.
I thought that was pretty clever. I really liked the last episode of this.
Same.
Well, especially since you've seen that big fucking circular well that's way too big.
Oh my god!
Way too big. I don't know what the fuck.
As soon as they see that, like, I guess it's a well or something. Like, that's a Sparta hole, and you know
it's a Sparta hole. And if you're thinking like, well, that's too big for anyone to not go down into it, like, you're fucking right.
You're fucking right. Oh my lord, man. So yeah, Grace finds that body immediately. And then episode 2 was honestly gaslighting so hard that it made me twitch.
Well, they do make, like, it's some of it is like good police work of like, well, we don't know it's Kai's body yet, says the pathologist. I'm like, okay, yeah, that's right. We should wait for DNA.
And Grace is always fair of like, correct, okay, yes.
But also like, but you get why I'm going to operate now under the assumption that is the fucking kid that went missing.
Right.
Like,
in the meantime,
because there's no other missing kids on this fucking island. Like
there's like X amount of population and one missing. So
right. So I'm just gonna go forward with this.
Right.
I'm gonna run with this, and the entire town basically hate her for investigating this.
Man,
because I guess it's rude.
When Owen's wife outright says it's rude.
Yeah.
And I was like, which we find out how much she's in deep later. But
which again is. It's not that it's against what it's not like the family wants to move on and doesn't want to investigate it. The dad is fucking desperate. He was searching someone's garage drunkenly. That's how he got picked up, because he was looking for his fucking kid. Right. He's not over this.
And I love that actually helps later. The fact that he did, which this is some of the things that I don't know how much are happy accidents and how much are like overall it happens enough. I think the show's pretty slick and must be doing some of it on purpose, but I like that that clue is a huge part of helping get the investigation going at a certain point. Grace only knows that because of an illegal search. Mm-hmm. Technically, that was a breaking and entering. There's a couple things along the season that they're inadmissible, but and one of those, like, no, somewhere deep down, I think Grace has to be like, her brain's got to be keeping track of these, of like, we're gonna call that one caught a break, but that's also not great either. You know, you only know that. Well, that's why that's why they can break her, I think, is she's got a list in her head of when she knows that, like, the law would have failed there if not for. Well, that's why she keeps going around like, well, we need more because that was a thing that I didn't get. So it's not like it's useless. It's going to find me the next thing that will be admissible. And at several points, Owen is like, but we've got all this. And she's like, we've got nothing. We don't actually know anything. Yeah. And that's, again, like a huge key theme of the show is those two guys thought that the two cops that she she turns in thought that they had that rapist. And yeah, maybe, they probably did. I mean, probably. Yeah. But if not, then they're beating innocent. They're just beating random people. Right. And that's for some cops, it is worth risking the percentage of innocent people you're going to beat into a coma. Right. Them's the breaks. Like them's the and breaks. And I'm more on the great, like, Grace is a pretty, like, like, I think I'm more like the Michael Pena of like, okay, so this is a individual case basis of like, I think we can make some calls. Like, but the law is made to be gray in some areas on purpose. Like the show does a nice job of showing you what that rush can feel like, and how you might miss that. There were several times in the middle of it where I started thinking like, well, but there's been a body every episode, but none of them have been tied to the true way that I'm certain. Yeah, we find out later who is. They find out later that. But there are various points where I was like, "Fuck!" I am growing more and more certain that there is a true way cult operating on this island, but I'm realizing that I don't actually. But what's making me feel more certain about that is just for tourists, though. Yeah, exactly. I don't actually have any proof. Wish somebody told me. And then slowly you'll see like three people like, okay, we got to calm down. Let's pray, and they pray in the true way, and you're like, what the fuck? And then it turns out those guys are basically just Christmas Christians. Right. Like, they're not really... No, I kind of love the C&E. Like, no, they're not part of the original 30 families. Yeah, so they're not... They're, like, in a medium, like, fucking play... Honestly, when she is more into it than Owen's wife is more into it than she is. is letting on at the start, and way more into it than the friend that Griffith has a crush on, Lucy. So when Owen's wife is like, I don't know, it's just tradition and these really pretty rituals, and like, no, I could totally see that. Like, if you're in your 20s, like here's a fully formed cosplay ritual druid crazy masks, like this is a lot more fun than Christianity. Like, no offense, guys, but this is a lot more fun than church. Like I could see where, like, no, I don't know, it's like going out and throwing some flowers and shit, and like
so yeah, I really like that Griffith basically, we find out like one that Kai did run away, and like that was a thing. Oh, but he ran away because his dad was fucking his crush, his old babysitter,
right?
Lucy. And then we figure out that like, oh shit, but why did some people kind of knew that,
right?
But no one told him. But why did someone tell him? Well, it was actually Griffith who told him because he hates that kid. Well, why does he fucking? You're a grown. I like that. Like, you're a grown ass man. Why do you have a vendetta against a 14-year-old
child?
Yeah. And it's because he believes he helped him with the disappearance of his kid, because his kid legit ran away. Like,
and Kai legit did help her.
Yes.
And like the pulling teeth to get each of these things out of anybody.
Yes.
It really unfolds. Like, a lot of shows try to do the, like, I mean, God, the CW is built on secrets on secrets on secrets, and they don't load bare like this. Like, I felt like in this show a lot, I actually believed that, like, no, Griffith is hiding the fuck out of what happened to his kid,
right?
And like, I don't know if she's dead or not, but it's embarrassing for him.
Well, and that was one of the points where I was kind of frustrated with the show, is that the pulling teeth got a little old for me. And also, how many times is Griffith going to get in her face and have the same conversation with her, even like a couple times after she kicks the shit out of him, basically. And like,
oh yeah, no, by the time he's talking to her in the bathroom of like, I see you as, you're just something so temporary about you, and like, it's just sweating off of him of like, I feel like the show's doing this so that I'm at a point of wanting to punch Griffith, but I'm well past a point of wanting to punch.
But we haven't talked about Winter yet, and I really like Winter as like. So I actually made some notes on this.
Winter, Winter's my favorite, not on Winter specifically, but on the show.
On the show, sure.
So
I got Winter notes.
I got Winter notes. So I liked that her with the bipolar mom flashback. That we kind of get the why she's so persnickety and such,
right?
And also I they don't lean into it or anything, but I think it's part of there's a free spirit, she can't be my opposite crush thing going on with her and Winter through the whole series.
Yes. And to a point where
she flat out says it at one
calls
point,
it out on, like, you have a crush on me.
Bullshit. Don't act like you did that to help the case. You did that because you have a crush on me.
Right.
And like, she does.
If you're just gonna call it out like that, like that was one of the small town. We don't just say it. Say
things like that. Like, fuck, ixnay on the. We obfuscate, motherfucker. So Winter is her mom's the barkeep. Lowry, Lowry.
Laurie. Laurie.
It's Welsh, so it's got an extra oomph to the pronunciation.
Lowry.
And like, Winter is the had a young mom, free spirit kid. Like, when her mom describes the, like, I had her too young and I wasn't ready to be a mom. I was more of a big sister, and I liked having a little weird firecracker kid. And she really turned out kids kind of need a mom.
Yeah,
and so now she's kind of an insane adult.
She's a weirdo for she's the weirdo in the town of weirdos.
Yes, like, and I honestly, for a minute, I really thought she was high up, like Scion about to take over the cult, because she is so flower child, and she says weird shit like, "I am the island, and the island is me." And I was like, well, if there's anyone who's actually like naturally steeped in the traditions of all this shit, it's Winter. Winter is not.
No, Winter.
Honestly, I loved the scene where she finds all of that out.
Yeah, we should get into a spoiler so we can talk about.
Oh yeah, no, we should open all of this with spoilers ahead for Red King. It's a spoilery fucking show, and we're gonna spoiler it.
Spoiler it. Yeah, but speaking of way Lucy, because, why didn't you invite me into the true way? Well, it's just for tourists. No, Mom.
Well, you would have stole the show. It was
You would have
just
stole
for
the show.
me.
I like that it was something like, wow, that's some petty shit.
And I mean, it read that whole scene was like, yeah. Also, I got skin crawl chills when she was like, now this sad little girl we can work with. And like,
Gross.
oh, that's so gross. That means you've hated all of my independent.
Yeah.
Like it's that parent moment of like, oh, cool. Everything you've ever fostered in me is bullshit. Great.
Yeah, well, she's basically jealous of her kid.
Oh my God. It's so weird.
Also, the fact that her mom has been trying to get fucking Grace to eat something this entire goddamn time.
Oh yeah. I love that she even calls it like, she probably thinks I'm insane. I'm trying to get you to eat food. And it's a nasty tasting root.
Oh, yeah.
Because I thought they had drugged her.
Yeah.
For a minute.
I was like, wow,
And
you
she's just having nightmares.
passed out and like, no, it's because she does not have a good eating schedule.
No, she doesn't eat. She works constantly. She's like, she like doubles down on workaholism. When she gets to this like double lax island place,
It's so weird that the learning curve. I thought Grace was going to have to learn like, okay, so sometimes the law has to bend in order to gain true justice.
Right.
Nope. That is not the fucking lesson here.
Nope.
No, Michael Pena. Well, maybe we'll just let you go off. Like, no. By the end of this, like, she's up in front of a fucking investigation board, basically like, so we found no sufficient evidence to keep this investigation going into you. I'm sorry, what?
She calls it out of
so
like,
many people died.
Do you realize how many people died?
This was a whole fuck up.
This
like
is
a complete fuck up.
Fuck up of massive proportions.
And I like that the guy was like, the situation on Jory Island is very complex.
And
it's still complex.
Like,
whoa, no, where are you going with this?
There was a cult infiltration issue.
Yeah.
I kind of start to wonder, like, anybody who ever, oh yeah, they went off to the mainland.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Like they ran away, and the way that like Griffith's kid did, or do you guys have war dogs?
Well, I actually get what they mean. What they mean too, like, we can't just send a random cop back into this place, not knowing if the true way is still around, or that how far the infiltration goes or whatnot. So we got to send you back because we know you're the persnickety dick about the rules and won't let shit slide. It needs a particular style of policing,
right?
And I'm like, oh man,
No, it's almost impossible to send a single person there and them not be compromised.
I get why the police, one, don't want to fucking prosecute Grace, because that is just explaining that in a courtroom is a non-starter.
No, it's and the cops are just gonna look worse. Like everything about this looks negligent.
No,
how did we let that island be? Like, how has any of this happened?
Yeah. No, Grace, you didn't do anything wrong. And if you'd say you did, we're gonna fucking we'll fucking sue you. Like, then you really have. The only thing you did wrong is saying you did something wrong.
Right. Stop talking.
But I get why they would send her back and why there might be a season 2.
Absolutely. I kind of enjoy that we have a little bit of like a law cult versus cult. Like island cult thing going on, because like they send a fanatic, basically. Like, she's a fanatic.
Well, that what you realize is that it was by design.
Yes.
That the true way actually
they needed someone they could break. They needed someone. They needed like
in their eyes,
the copyist cop who's ever
in their eyes pure, so that they could ruinate. Which is why they thought Kai would work. That like if Kai was pure since he was young, but then like that didn't work, so they try a different.
Yeah, I love that they make up a retroactive excuse of why like all cults would.
Yeah. And I'm like, I'm here to say that it didn't work because your dumb magic is dumb and pointless.
Man, when Winter's mom and Owen's wife both are dead serious with the you've killed us, we will become dust and lose our gods, and like,
what?
Listen back to that.
Yeah, man.
You were crazy people.
Do you realize that there's a whole world out there that doesn't follow the true way, that aren't dust, are doing just fine? Like
this is insane.
This is what an insane thing to say.
Yeah.
The almost to the point of like I wanted them to burst like the end of Ready or Not.
Right.
Of like, oh shit, this was real.
That honestly, that would have been hilarious.
That would have been
That
fucking
would've
great.
hilarious.
Like they just like fucking
Just an
explode.
incredibly confused Grace and Owen.
But yeah, they send out a cop from their own. That was nuts. Realizing that the suicide cop had nothing to do with that case. I was like, what the fuck? Then that was just some random thing.
Right.
And then by the end, I was like, whoa, wait a minute.
But it's really factoring into like it gives Grace an extra reason why she might not put some things together on the island, because no, I just had a run-in of something that felt very connected and wasn't.
Yeah. And it actually was connected. She just had no idea the
She
pieces.
can't have known. Yeah.
It's like, I just gave her a name. I'm sorry. And
yeah,
like
they threatened my family.
Yeah, and like
who are
whoa.
probably still back on that island. And,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so like realizing that was the start of it, and then bringing her through this is to basically, a lot of this is to teach her, slowly break her down on the letter of the law not working, which is kind of like, oh, so that's why we went through so many, like, her bumping up against her principles. It was really by design.
And why
like,
everybody on the island, like, so you're going to compartmentalize and carefully phrase every piece of information you hand this woman, because we need to make her fight for every
inch of this
so that we can get her to a break point. Because they're working, realizing when they're finally at the fucking crazy Shirley Jackson trial, realizing they've been working her since she got off that ferry.
Yeah.
Like hard working her as a sacrifice. And like, all right, that's great. So as she unravels all of this, by the time I knew it was wrong. Like they kidnapped Lacey out of her backyard. And the next time we see Lucy, sorry,
yeah.
she's walking in and supposed to give a message to Grace to go to the church.
Right. But they're not there. They got to go. Someone tried to get off the island, and they want to go investigate that, and to go to corroborate Griffith's story, because he's there to confess, basically what happened with his daughter and why he's actually he's not a part of this. He's just a really bad cop.
Right.
And he's broken down and crying in the fucking sheriff's office or police office. I don't know. And looking at Kai fully, and it really reads that he's fully accepting his role in this child's death.
Yeah.
And so he gets the message from Lucy to that they're shouting in the church,
which is great, because like there's a lot of stuff that happens in that moment. Lucy walks in and she knows she's supposed to give this message to Grace,
but she doesn't know why.
No, but she does know that it's for the true. Like, I don't think she knows that person's going to get killed. But she knows that person is, like, Grace is supposed to be the sacrifice. So, like, she knows that it's supposed to get Grace taken or her or whatever. And she stands there for a moment and, like, decides to go ahead and give it to Griffith. And I felt like in the moment that, like, you don't like him.
Yeah.
You stood there for a moment and decided, like, hey, he might get hurt. Yeah, all right.
Well,
and that cracked me up, because that's exactly Griffith's sin.
Yes.
Of being petty and getting somebody
She
hurt.
was best friends with Griffith's daughter.
Right.
And Griffith's kind of been creeping on her and like fucking
for a while.
Not creeping, but like
Silas is like, what about that raincoat? Yeah, we all know it's nice, Griffith. Move on.
Yeah.
Like, man, this happens a lot, doesn't it?
Yeah, like she's the last vestige of his daughter, whatnot.
Yeah.
But yeah, he gets sent to the church to find the priest basically freaking out trying to leave.
Right.
Discovers, like, by accident, he's still a really bad cop.
Oh my god, he's a terrible cop. Because what he thinks he discovers, again, this is kind of to the theme of the show, like, looks incredibly damning, isn't actually quite what you think.
Right.
It's not that the priest is innocent, but the priest didn't. When he says, I don't know where the fuck that backpack came from, he is not lying.
Well, it made me realize that wait, who is he shouting with in this church? He's alone in this church.
Yeah.
How would they? And then when they find the backpack,
like, no, that's entirely a setup.
And
the shouts
like,
were a setup.
And I was like, okay, to me, and I read like, wait a minute, that means the cult, the True Way, knew about the priest beforehand. So that means, they're the ones that fucking killed Kai. At that point, that was basically confirmation for me that, like, I don't know why, but the True Way is trying to pin this off.
And man, so the
Griffith does get a cool thing when he gets killed by the priest, though, and
I can't. I
Baller.
thought you were gonna hear me laugh out loud.
because he's holding on to his dumb cuffs.
Yep.
Like his
And they're like, weren't you supposed to turn those in, like a badge in your cut, like
Yeah.
badge and gun kind of thing? And like, yeah, they let me keep them 30 years on the job.
yeah.
So he's got them framed, Chekhov's
Yeah.
cuffs on the wall.
Yeah, and he's got these dumb old cuffs, and he fucking cuffs himself to the fucking priest, and
I laughed
shit.
because especially when he pulls out that like just wooden hacksaw and like a wood saw and like starts to go at the thing, and I'm going, all right, you got about 2 seconds before you realize you're gonna have a better luck cutting through that wrist, and
Yeah.
there he goes.
Saw style.
Yeah.
Also, I love that Grace is so persnickety about the rules. Like, come on, like, and having to check people that are very dead.
Oh my god, when she has
Mingle,
Ian-
we didn't talk about Mingle, but there's a false flag. There's basically a false victory with Mingle who kills himself with a fucking shotgun.
Lord, like the end of Ep 2. Yeah.
Like in a way that he does not have a top half of his fucking head.
No.
Like, he doesn't have a top. He doesn't have a face.
And Grace calls the town doctor to come in and check that he's dead. Well, there's
Yeah.
a certain way we have to dot I's and cross T's.
And I love that he's like, well, I mean, yeah, man,
Like,
he's
he
fucking.
grabs the wrist and just staring at her the whole time. Yeah,
Yeah, he's dead. Like,
Fuck me, Grace. God damn.
he doesn't have a head, Grace.
Like, that man doesn't have a head. Yeah, that's
I didn't
the
know
way we still have to do it.
Don't know if you know this, but heads are actually kind of necessary for life. The but yeah, they find him dead. They tackle the priest near that well, which when I saw the well, I was like, oh, he's going over. He's gonna go over it, and he does it. I was like, God, what is with this fucking well? Someone's got to go in it.
Right. Oh man.
And they have that trial for him, which gets revealed that he was the last one to see Kai alive.
Mm-hmm.
He actually, Kai discovered some letters to like he said he was open about a lover he had in his previous
I
parish.
was waiting for that to be just to be a dude.
Yeah, I was gonna like
of you thought your parents should be cool with it, or they were not,
mhm.
or you thought somebody was going to leave her husband and they did not.
It was like it's a sweet little love letter up until there's another letter that says she's nervous about entering the 8th grade.
Oh yeah, no. As soon as she pulled the pages are too big and
Mhm.
she's confused. She didn't want to talk on WhatsApp. Or like, oh no.
Yeah, WhatsApp is like a
that's no good.
like that's like Snapchat level. Like what?
Yes,
Don't ask Scully why he knows that.
Right.
The
no one asked any follow up.
But yeah, so the town. Honestly, I'm surprised that it wasn't like unanimous that they fucking.
Oh my god! Because like they start having a trial about killing Kai,
Mm-hmm.
but it comes out during it that so Kai found out from Griffith that his dad's fucking his crush.
Mm-hmm.
Goes crying to the priest who he's asked for advice before about a love letter that he tried to write to that crush. So obviously that's the adult you're going to go tell. Hey, guess what I just found out? And the priest like, no, I actually was a decent person to him. Like that is a whole separate thing. I was not creeping on your kid. I actually calmed your kid down. And then unfortunately, I did have those letters out on my desk, and your kid saw them and freaked and said he was going to tell everybody.
Did the same thing he did with Griffith, basically.
Yeah.
Like he's a panicker. Like,
Yeah.
I panicked. Okay, like the shark from Bad Guys too.
Yeah.
Like I panicked too. Like, and turns out Kai wasn't dead when he left the
Oh my god! So you know that has to be going through Douglas's brain the entire time of like, if I hadn't tried to cover that up, that kid would just still be alive. He would I would.
If I had called the cops,
I would be ruined.
But that kid would be alive.
That kid would be alive.
And Mingle decides. Who is the name Mingle? That's so weird. Mingle sees a fresh fucking 14-year-old fucking almost corpse and decides that oh shit, we could probably use this to help heal Rachel. That's her name, Rachel.
Heather.
Okay, I don't know if she was
Heather Nancaro.
Heather, who is our true way leader,
lady.
the last of the 30 families, but she has no successor, and she's sick and she's dying. And what will happen if she dies?
We'll lose our gods and we'll turn to dust.
So they're gonna sacrifice him. They sacrifice him in trying to attempt to heal her, I guess.
Yep.
And
buy her time, heal her.
Which is why that they have that dumb circular thing that they never cleaned up outside the shack that like hey, give me the fucking satellite photos. I shouldn't have to ask you for the, like, oh, whoa, big, huge clue.
Oh, it's such a dick about him.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, there's like, I saw those stones when she was walking up. They show them in the background, but they're just scattered. Like, there's an occasional white stone that, like, has no business being in that field.
Yeah. I mean, you're talking about the gaslighting of, like, well, sometimes that happens to hypothermia. They take all their clothes off. Like, cool, where is his clothes?
Great, cool. Where'd he get naked then?
Like,
Well, he probably got naked outside and then climbed into the building.
why? Because he was cold?
Really?
Wait, was he
he-
cold
so-
or was he hot? Like,
Yeah.
fucking dumb. But, yeah, they vote to stone, or they vote to basically take care of Douglas.
Douglas, yeah.
Which you realize is just a ruse. This is just to get...
Right, and because the whole vote, like Shirley, you put
I don't want to break Grace's heart either, but like she realizes when like, oh, the tallies were not tied, more people voted for him to go to the mainland. And not by a lot, but they did. It was just about me casting the final vote to ruin me. And I was like, okay, that's nice and everything, but you do realize the true way was sitting back then and watching how many people were in each one so that it could look like a tie.
right.
You get that not everyone can go there because it has to at least
Right.
look like a tie. So some of the true way send them to the mainland pile based on how many people were putting
Right.
like
So like some of those sent to the mainlands are real. But
Yeah.
Some of those are.
Some of those
because
aren't.
it needed to look roughly
the same.
the
Like
same.
so that's I don't know
So
how many
it means that she makes more of a leap of faith. Like
Yeah.
it's more of a gamble to bring the cavalry.
I would still say that it's probably of like that means that the some of them are from the other side too. It was just basically who went first.
Mm-hmm.
And
In that voting scene, I loved seeing where people flipped and where couples split.
mhm.
It's like Owen was feeling the pressure of like, I have known my wife is definitely in this thing. Like my wife is definitely in the true way. Even though it's just for tourists.
Right.
But doesn't want to ask about it. And like there's and like they have a little moment about that gap between something you suspect and something you've cold asked a
Mhm.
person about.
Mhm.
And then when he votes to kill,
Yeah.
and like, yeah, Owen's trying to keep his
Well,
family.
I'm assuming that the people that did vote to kill still showed up and were like, well, we voted to kill a pedophile. We're now sacrificing a cop before, like, what are we doing
here? Yeah.
Like, yeah, they're still not.
There's voting like fuck that dude, and there's
Yeah.
but then the Silas finding out, which had to they didn't really spend a lot of time on that, but that had to fuck him up, finding out that that Lucy is in it too.
Yeah.
But Lucy is like the barest edge of it compared
Right.
to everybody
she
else.
doesn't, like, she says, like, we don't really have real power. It's the 30 family or
And
whatever.
we see her take her mask, like she's like when she watches the vote, she has her moment then of like, okay, man, this was like cool rituals and shit, but what are we doing?
And
We aren't a trial system, guys.
I love that Ian
This
goes.
is a good.
Ian
fight.
takes it to the priest
Mhm.
and like I should fucking let them have you outside or whatever.
Yeah,
But
you're gonna tell me exactly what you did to my kid, or I'm going to go get them. Yeah.
right. And I like that he is like I've seen many like men like you're a monster. That was Grace's line.
Oh yeah.
But basically he's lecturing him basically on like the how dare you, like, you raped a child. And I did like that, like, not that that it's the same thing, but Ian is one to talk because I'm like, I was doing the math when I'm like,
oh no, she was 17. They say it.
I missed the part where I thought she was 18, but I was like,
no, they
17.
said she was 17.
Because I was like that. I don't know,
No.
Ian. This is
Kai
kind
had a
of.
better shot, man.
This feels like this feels rich coming from you,
Right.
Like,
No.
Maybe that's why they gave their line, "You're a rapist to Grace."
I think so. So when it all comes down to it, and it's really about like the real Red King is the friends we made along. It's the Grace we met along the way.
The true way is friendship.
It's just for tourists, Nick. And we end up like with her being the sacrifice. All of that was a fun reveal and everything. And I loved the town coming around. And like, so hey, if nothing else, I'm not saying these people will actually run forward and stop you, but this is a lot of witnesses.
Man, I'm not even saying your
how
ship.
sure of your control are you?
I'm not even saying your shit won't work. I'm going to say you'll be the most healthiest person in fucking prison.
And then
And I kind of thought, like, okay, that's a wrap up. That feels anticlimactic, though. And then suddenly Ian from, like, the shot, how they use it, like, Ian comes from the background between two extras.
Right.
And I was like, oh,
fucking
shit.
Mark Warren hits her like a linebacker. And Grace was right. They pinball down the side of it.
Yeah, no. That's
Nice CG shot of all that composite shot.
The angle and the force of, like, going that way. I'm like, oh, yeah, you're going to
hit the far wall.
Yeah, and you're going to go down. Yeah.
Oh, my God.
They don't say it either, but I'm like, well, Ian's dead. Like, Ian hit it face first on the wall.
Yeah, no,
Like,
I feel like Ian's definitely dead.
it would definitely be cool to see Heather paralyzed in the next season.
Dragged back, like if there's a photo of her dragged back up.
Yeah,
yeah, and of course
because they don't say how far it seems like a far. I have a hard time believing
200 meters is what is the rough estimate.
I have a hard time believing it would be hard for someone to survive that. I guess not impossible, because I guess if you pinball, it actually
like 650 feet.
Okay, yeah, that would be... I guess if you pinball down the sides, it would actually stop some of your momentum, but you're pinballing down the sides of rock. If you were alive, you'd be fucking paralyzed and, like...
Yeah.
For, like, life. But, yeah, that was... For me, I was just like goal pulls, like, yeah! Like at the end of Hangover when they finally cut that dude's arm off, like,
right,
yes!
yeah, time machine. Yeah,
or
yeah.
yes, like the Hot Tub Time Machine.
And then, of course, we get the wrap up of Grace getting sent back to the island. I would be down for a season 2 of this. I definitely want more Winter. I want to see the pathologist be a thorn in their side again.
You turned me around a little bit on it as far as it was like more fun than I might have been giving it credit for, but I probably won't unless we get picked for another Patreon. I probably won't watch a season 2, just because it was pretty slow for my liking in the middle couple episodes.
Yeah, I could definitely see where the pacing of it feels less British than like say like BritBox or some stuff on Acorn, but not quite to a Department Q.
Yeah,
but it feels somewhere between. Yeah, I think there's some AMC-ness to the pacing a little bit.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
Even though it's British as hell.
Yeah, some fucking Rising Sun or whatever the fuck was. Low Winter Sun.
But yeah, I would recommend at least checking out the first episode. I think you'll know whether you like the pace of it by the episode 2. At 6 episodes, I found it pretty easy to finish out.
Yeah.
And you said you had told me when you were finishing out before me that you felt like it did arc up at the end. And
it arcs up. Yeah, I really liked the last 2 episodes. Yeah. I just thought...
I think if you'll push through the 3-4 slog a little bit, you'll either be into watching the mystery unfold a little, like picking at it, or it's going to feel like a slog. But either way, it does pick back up if you feel like it's slow. That's probably going to wrap it up for us this week.
Yes. We got to get off this island before got to get off this podcast before the widow's wail.
Close your windows, close your doors, close your curtains. For the next hour, the TV way runs the island. But until next time,
TV dudes out.
There is a state of panic now because of your actions.
It's chaos. We're nowhere. What's she up to, eh?
I know you didn't choose to come here, but we didn't choose you either.